Shalom and such.
All right.
Sweet.
Hello. Hopefully.
We got 4 people and 5 thumbs up. I don't know how that happens, but I like it.
People got 5 thumbs. Welcome, everyone. We'll just let you come in. I've got to burn this Palo Santo and get it burning. So hopefully. Okay, so suddenly there's only 2. Okay, maybe we freaked people out.
Scared them off.
Okay.
Solo Panto.
You gotta let these burn when you first get them. You gotta let them burn. Now we got 5 and 5 again. Welcome, everybody.
There we go.
Okay, so this is kind of like a little bit of a talk session. And I'll explain some stuff once I know who's here. I can't see any comments right now. So, Eliza, hey. Welcome. All right. We got Eliza. Good afternoon.
Hey, Eliza. Welcome, everyone.
It's a full moon tomorrow. So I was looking it up properly. So it'll be a full moon tomorrow. Hi, Dolores.
Hey, Dolores.
So I will be doing a premiere tomorrow for the full moon as well. Desiree.
Hey, Desiree.
Hi. And
Hey, Marissa. Hey, Karen.
Marissa, Karen, Mac. Hello. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Now, have a look there. Look at my hand on the screen. Okay.
What is that?
That's
a blue
got
flame coming off your
nothing
wrist.
to do with any candle. I've got the candle here. Look. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's as it's moving.
It's a reflection of
Isn't
that
that
is pretty
cool?
sweet, though.
Look at that violet flame. I know. Isn't that cool? Look, it's just doing it on its own.
These are the times we're living in.
Look, it's going on my
That is
hand.
so cool, man. I've never seen it do that.
I can actually feel the heat over my hand.
Ghost
It's
flame.
like it's flying it over there. Oh, it's coming. There's another one. Look. There's another one. What in the world? See that?
That's crazy. Wow.
If I go like
We'll
that.
enjoy that snow, Eliza.
Oh, it's coming over you now. There, look. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, we shouldn't have watched The Conjuring last night.
Ooh.
Seen it before, but
Yeah.
we're that bored.
We're out in the snow.
I keep threatening to start Lord of the Rings again. Becky's like, oh, God. Lord of the Rings.
I've watched them so many times too.
I know, so have I.
I love them, but
It's a passion.
I know. Oh, someone took a screenshot.
That's
How
cool.
cool is that? Nah, it's all good. Spirits, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, something happened here.
The day the music died.
See? And this is the next thing that happens. He's starting to learn now. The things that happen.
Oh, I've been watching.
When you're in this room, I tell you. Good to see you both chatting with us. Yeah. Penny Pack,
Wow,
hey.
you're doing all right there in Australia, Dolores.
Yeah, hope you're okay.
Still have all your
Lillian.
stuff packed away. We're just waiting to get the green light.
As soon as we've got the green light to our Aussie friends, we are sending your stuff. I know there's another person with a pendant, Tristana. So
God bless Dolores, though. You are so patient.
you are
We
so
really
patient.
appreciate
She
it.
said she was going away, so it was kind of okay, but now we're just waiting
It's the world we live in right now.
for the next thing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so I've been making some stuff as well while we're here. So I've been making a whole lot of oils, and some of you got them in your pack. And then I'm like, I'm going to make a coffee scrub.
Oh, yeah. You
Look at
guys
that
are going to
skin.
love the coffee scrub.
Our skin is glowing from it.
Like a newborn baby.
Yeah. So I'm going to make the same, in the coffee scrubs, I'm going to make the same patterns that I make in the normal oils. So some people want pain relief. This is going to be perfect as well. Back home, January 22. Okay, great. No worries. Well, as soon as they let us say, yeah, you can send it, we will send it straight away. We haven't even, it sits on our Shopify as well. It doesn't move from there. So once we've got it all, the oil, well, now you can have it in a
you can have it
scrub.
with a coffee ground scrub in your shower. So you get healing, abundance, exfoliation. I mean, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Probably hard on your drain, but that's all right.
Yeah, I can break it up a little bit more.
Yeah, we have one of those good things to use.
But
in the shower is really nice.
All the oils are great for pain relief. I just wanted to tell you that because they've got the Aurolite 23 in them, and I put like healing into each one for you specifically. So when I know that you've bought something, it's like, okay, each order is completely different from the last. It'll be whatever you need at that time. So it's awesome. Excellent. All right. So thank you everybody for coming in. Yeah, I know. Look at that violet flame was so cool.
That was cool.
I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about the Light Leadership Academy and try to answer your questions as well, because I know that some of you are just like, oh, is it just one webinar? Is it, do I have to do all this homework? Is it going to be something that I can just always, go back to or whatever? So the way that it's set up is through a platform called Teachable, and Teachable seems to me to be the best place for everything that I need it to do. So when you sign up, we don't begin until January the 31st. So there's really not much there for you to do other than sign up right now and maybe watch the Light Leadership webinar.
Definitely.
Yeah. So but what happens is that when it begins, we will have a Zoom conference with all students with me. And that's just something bonus so that I can understand exactly where you are at on your journey. And I will be uploading multiple lessons. And what I mean by that is we may be just focusing on one subject, but as I think of something that I need to tell you, I'm just going to, upload a video or a recording for you to listen to. So don't forget this or don't forget that, or frequently ask questions about this or that. So even though we're starting, it's a lot.
There will be a lot.
Okay.
If we all know Becky, and we all do, yeah.
Yeah.
2 videos a day, probably.
It's a lot, but you will just be able to move. Basically, you're moving through it at your own pace once we get started. It'll be up to you to finish the lessons, and you can't get to the next lesson until you finish the first one. So it'll kind of make you watch at least 90% of the video or listen to 90% of the audio and make sure that you understand what it is. But I'm just going to explain it. I'm going to quickly read it out and explain it all. I put this up on Patreon today so that all the patrons could see it because I had multiple questions. And sometimes it's like, I think people got the wrong idea or something. I don't know what happened, but there was some kind of a miscommunication somewhere. So I want to make sure that I address everything. At the same time, I want to assure you that this is not just one webinar that you're watching, okay?
It's probably going to be closer to 12 weeks, to be honest.
Probably 12 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks. I'm hoping to not drag things out as well. I don't want it to be all confusing for you. But at the same time, I'm not going to know that until we get started, like where you are at on your journey. And it's designed. The reason that I'm doing it this way is it's designed to get you to a point that if you are ever going to work with anybody in your career or you're working on healing yourself, both of those things are going to happen in that 12 weeks. So you're going to be set up to go. You're going to have a plan of action. You're going to be writing a spiritual healing plan. You're going to understand why that happens in the way that it does. You're going to understand energy. You're going to understand some cool things like physiognomy, face stuff, body language, voice, what people are saying, and what people's reactions are and what their defensive mechanisms are, all kinds of stuff that is energy related and will help you as well as, help your clients. And once you understand this up here, you won't need, to follow a script or anything like that. You will just understand it, that your points will be in front of you and your clients will have an amazing session, as well as you will start to understand yourself in a different way, which will bring confidence. So you're setting yourself up to succeed, then you're going to be able to set your clients up to succeed. So I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about it. First, I'm going to ask you, I know there's some people here that would love to do it, but they, are worried about finances or whatever. And I wanted to assure you that there is a way in which you can pay as you go, okay? but you will have to talk to me about it. And it isn't a 3-month term. So, it's going to be, by the time that 90 days is over, you need to have paid for it. So the other option would be through my Etsy store, and they use what they call Klarna, which is pay as you go as well, but it's credit based.
And it's through them.
And it's through them. It's got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help everybody, or think of ways in which I can help you as well. So first, I'm just going to ask people that are here, do you have any questions specifically that you wanted to ask while I'm here before I get started? And then we'll ask more questions as we go. And thanks to my husband for being here as well, because he's helping, and he's going to be going through the course as well with all of you, because we need extra males too. I mean, not many men actually take this on board because they don't really know how to. And let's face it, a lot of females are kind of uncomfortable around a male, So, hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy, welcome in.
So, we want everybody that we can to be pushing through in this, because, as I said, I can't do this by myself anymore. And I'm seriously, after 30 years and 12 years online, some of the things that I am asked on a daily basis, and people think to themselves, well, I'm just asking her real quick, or I'm just asking something, but you've got to imagine that 30 or 40 other people are asking as well. And my day ends up being answering questions, so I'm really trying to figure that out, and also doing work for free, because I feel sorry for people. I understand what it's like having no money. And, people get themselves stuck and they don't want to ask because they don't have the money. And I'm like, well, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't ask. And I'm willing to help if you're willing to listen, So,
the weekend, probably?
Yeah, probably on the weekends. I'm trying to do it for a Sunday.
Right.
Most people don't work on a Sunday. And even if you do, there will be a time where you can still listen to the question and answers, or ask me personally.
Right.
So,
or if you're not going to be able to be there a few days ahead of schedule, shoot us an email with your question or questions, and we'll address it. And
we'll address your questions in the video. That's the other thing. So you don't always have to be there for Q&A time.
And you can always reach us.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
As well. Okay, great. So I'm thinking Sunday is a good day for most people. Sunday morning, because some people are overseas, and the morning is going to be their evening, and also wanting to get the rest of the day happening for us.
Yeah, we have several students signed up right now, and they're literally all over the world.
So yeah, as well.
We'll figure it out.
So yeah, 1, you can do it at your own time. 2, if you want to be there for the live question and answers, I will always let you know a few days before. So we'll work it out between us, kind of thing, as we're going through the course as well. It will be Zoom, because I don't know whether YouTube is going to be, I don't want to put any work up here and then have it taken down.
Yeah, we don't want to have to watch what we say either.
We don't want to have to watch what we say. So the work will be put up on the special Patreon page as a backup. So if something goes wrong with Teachable, something happens and you can't download something, we have a second backup. Okay, so the Patreon tier is like $15, and you get a discount on the next semester as well. This particular semester is discounted already. It's $1,000 off what it should really be. It actually should, and even that was actually inexpensive, considering what it is, considering how much in depth I'm going to go with you all. I can't do that in regular webinars. We spend 2 or 3 hours and we're finished, but it's not, I always felt like when I make a webinar, there's so much more I had to say. It's so much more I had to fill in, So doing it this way was a lot better. And having it one place for you all to get to know each other as well, as a forum also. So it has got a forum where you can talk with each other.
You guys are going to be your greatest resource.
Yeah,
each other, really.
Working with each other, and also an affiliate program, which I'm setting up for you now. So you'll get discounts and bonuses and cash and things like that for recommending it to other people. And they will get a special deal for joining because of you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing will start happening too. I'm working that out as well. So it's 10 to 12 weeks, as I said, and this will be training videos. Some of them won't be videos. They'll just be, I've had a thought, I'll record something for you. There'll be PDFs for you to go along with, and there'll also be some quizzes along the way. So once we're finished, the first week or whatever, and we've finished all of our videos, then there'll be a little quiz to see if you understood what the videos were talking about. So you will be responsible for keeping your own notes and, listening to the videos, right? Why would you want to join if you don't really want to learn?
Yeah.
It's kind of like you've got to learn. Again, you can do them at your own time. So I'm not setting, okay, we're live today and we're doing it every day live like this. No, there'll be pre-recorded things for you. And then we'll go live once a week for the question and answer day. And that'll be on
Zoom.
Zoom.
Work on stuff. We'll get the healing bed out back here. I'll be your guinea pig. You can take me through a session or,
When we get to that
point. When we get to that point, obviously. But yeah.
So there'll be yeah, that's right. So I'll be teaching other things in other semesters, but the first one is the most important because, once you have this ground rule, it'll be set up for everything that we do. I'm going to be doing, and I always do the same thing for every section of training that I give. Declarations, getting grounded, all that sort of stuff, and understanding why that's important. Also understanding spiritual energy and darker energy and how we get rid of it and how we can tell if someone has it, how you can tell if someone's possessed, as they call it, as well as being able to clear it away very quickly and not be afraid of it either. So there's so many different levels in everything that I'm going to teach you. I'm going to try to get as much information out as I can. And this is why it needs to be in an academy, because otherwise it just gets lost, Hello. I don't know what that is. It's a robot. So let's have a look.
Bye, bot.
Yeah, we have robots that come in. All right. So that's the price as well. Someone has, that's been deleted. Okay.
Got a quick finger.
So is there something that you wanted to say in between all of that?
No, I think going over your email to the Patreons today might be good. It's an outline of what it is and what you can expect.
So as I said, I'm just going to go over these points real quick, and you can ask questions, and if I see your question, I'll go for it. So the price is $1,599, and it's for the 10 to 12 weeks. It's for everything that you need, and it's already discounted by $1,000. So I cannot guarantee that this price, if you're going to join in April or May, I can't guarantee that this starting price is going to always be like that as well. I will try to work with everybody as best as I can, though. And I've done this in this way to get everybody started. Really, really pull your socks up, empower yourself, and start moving forward, because we can't have the same old crap that we've had. I can't teach you the way that I taught myself so many years ago, because that is not relevant anymore. What we have right now is a very, very important time where everything is changing globally. People are freaking out. Children are going and suffering. And we need proper teachers to guide people through this in the best way possible, because your psychic training and just reading cards and that is not going to cut it. So this is why I'm doing it in this way. And God love all of you out there doing your card readings and things, but wouldn't it be wonderful to have an arsenal of tools, in your kit, a community of like-minded people that are focusing on the same thing and really focused on getting the person to the end result where they are healed and they are in a new reality and they are moving forward. And this can happen. This happens. You guys see little videos and bits and pieces. When you're working with me, it's much more intensive. And, I want that for you so that you can figure out absolutely any problem that happens. and say, I know what to do. And that's where I'm at. And it's not being big-headed. It's just being confident and empowered.
I can speak from experience.
You know?
It's powerful when you have the tools and you know how to deal with whatever comes up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not taking necessarily clients on right now, but just dealing with my own life, with my own issues, my own health, struggles. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been completely amazing.
And, there are so many parts to healing, so many levels to healing. And I think what ends up happening for a lot of people is they think, oh, I'm going to have this and it's going to be that, and that's that. And and I thought that way as well. And the thing is that is what happens to you energetically, but you've got to physically catch up with what's going on and catch yourself in those old patterns, old reactions, old ways of thinking, old ways of panicking, old ways of doing things. And until you do that, no amount of healing or, hospitals or therapies or anything like that will work for you. And so it's a matter of finding those patternings. And that's what I'm going to teach you as well, how to see it in each person. Okay. So, So if you need to make payments, as I said, you will have to start with a non-refundable amount, and you'll have 90 days then. Okay. So before I wasn't doing that. I was just like, no, this is it. You have to be ready to go. Now I'm like, okay, it's I just want you to be able to do this, right?
Well, several people have asked for that too. So
I'm trying to figure out a way where it's fair.
We don't want to be bill collectors chasing people around.
I didn't want to have any of that.
People, So we're trying to figure out what we can do to help those of you.
And as I said to you before, I've been burnt so many times.
I've seen
my husband's like, you're not doing that anymore. Like you can't, helping people and, talking to them and having them on the phone and, oh yes, well, just send me an invoice, and you send the invoice and they're, oh, I'm bankrupt. Sorry, I can't pay anybody. And you're like, oh,
well, your mission is to help the earth. We all know that.
Yeah.
Hold the light. Now it's time to spread the light. It's also my mission too. We don't talk about me all that much, just other than, what I've healed and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also my mission to help you guys out too, especially you guys. I know we got G Mason. We're working on Johnny. We'll see what we come up with. But this is logistically her next step. It has to be. And with what we know that our guides are telling us and things, that are pretty transparent, I'm sure a lot of you guys are astute and can see what's coming. The world's fixing to fall apart in a really big way. And a lot of it has to do with the kids, and it's going to be horrifying when the truth comes out, what's really been going on all these years. And when things crash and fall, and I hope I don't get us banned for this, but religion as well. I hate to say it. We use Jesus in our healings, and he's a buddy of ours, and he's a guide. He's a spiritual mentor of ours. But the religion and the way that it's used on this planet for centuries has been control. So when that comes down, everyone's going to be looking at spirituality, the truth, inner self, higher self, your God spark, whatever you want to call it, light workers, all this and that we've all had to deal with. There's going to have to be light leaders. And we have to do this now. We have to do this now.
Yeah.
And you guys are right there with us.
Yeah.
So look at it that way.
Lisa.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
Lisa asked, are you doing away with... Nope, $5 patrons will still be there.
That's right.
Okay? You'll still be able to do your little thing for $5 and updates and meditations and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that all stays the same.
That stays the same.
Another tier for...
it's just a $15 tier instead of a $20 tier, and then a $15 tier for the Academy. So, obviously, only those people that are going to be doing the Light Leaders Academy want to be a part of that tier. So Michael says, oh, hi, Michael.
I like that. That's very well said.
To the mouth, don't forget that way back in the day, there were medicine men. That's right. It's okay to come out of the spiritual closet. I know. Well, see, that's the thing is, and I was just explaining before, females are, it used to be, so my teacher is Sitting Bull, of course, for a lot of my healing work. And it used to be, and I'm telling you now, that he shakes his head at me all the time and says, why these people don't believe? Why are they coming if they don't believe? They're coming to you for a healing, but they don't actually believe they're going to be healed. They're looking for ways, other things to do at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't understand that. And that's just the way that we are. We're very doubtful people, obviously, because we've been burnt, you know, however many times. But the tribal energy is, you don't mess around. You're going to go see Sitting Bull. Are you going to think that he's not going to help you?
Yeah.
No.
My great grandmother, she was Mohican,
Yeah,
upstate New York, and with the natives, it's obviously they're very nature based and in respect to nature. But you have three brains. You have your gut, you have your heart, you have your brain.
yep.
You feel it with your gut first. There's your intuition. There's your connection. So your gut feeling, it's totally a thing. Go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then your heart, how does it vibe with you? Is it true? Is it going the right direction, left or right, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And then your brain is there to mess you up. Your brain is there to get you overthinking and questioning. And
They call him
I need
Mr.
to
Stupid.
go this route. Yeah, Mr. Stupid, exactly. So we're very big on the native way.
Hi,
What's
Jay.
up, G Mason?
G Mason.
Glad you made it, man. I was like, is he working on Sunday? He
Yeah.
better not be.
So, yeah, we need, you know, males and just to learn in your own way. Also learning how to do everything that you would normally do in person without having to be in person. I had to learn all of this when we were doing all this, you know, 2020 stuff. And it's like people were like, oh no, you can't do this over the phone. You know, I don't know how to do this without having the person in, you know, right there. And you learn energy is energy, and you're going to have to do things and trust your instincts like that over the phone as well. Hi, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, welcome in.
Right. And again, another thing, I will teach you everything. It's like when you guys do the hi, Cisco. Cisco's here. He was under the table. When you guys, you can open the door by yourself. You can open it. You can. Good boy. Look, there he goes. Good boy. You can open it. Oh, is it shut? What did you say?
I don't know. My chat's not refreshing. G Mason, can you delete that bot? Just ban them from the channel if you have your
Oh, you can
buttons
always
available.
try mine. Is it not doing
Mine's
it?
not refreshing for some reason. So
Yeah. So yeah, so anyway, can you just let him out real quick? Thank you.
need to go have a poo. 2:30.
Just yeah, shut it now. Oh God, thank you.
Yep.
Hi, Patty. Yeah, so part of your training is going to be on even if you had to do something by email, that you could still work with this person and sort it all out. You know, you're going to have to learn all of the ins and outs of everything and be confident in it as you're moving forward, you know. So I wonder how come you can get in there now?
I know, it just wasn't refreshing. Kinda weird.
Okay.
It's YouTube.
Yeah. And remember, they're always listening, so we have
Yeah.
to use code words. So C,
I got some choice words for them, but I don't want to offend anyone in here.
C19 or the V or
Yeah, we got to keep all that out of the chat.
We gotta keep all of that out of
They
the
nailed us on an unlisted video last week.
unlisted video.
Took it. Give us a strike.
Yeah, they
A
took
private Patreon video.
Yeah.
Someone was talking about in the chat. It wasn't us talking about it. It wasn't her talking about it, but it was enough.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry, everybody. So yeah, because I've got 1,600 videos here, and new people are trying to find me. It's kind of like I don't want them to have that control to shut me down like that. So if I have to play the game, like just using the word V or C or jib jab, I will.
You guys
You
know
know,
what we're talking about.
And
anyways,
you
so.
guys should know what I'm talking about. It's just don't put it in the don't put the actual word in the comments. ZV, yeah,
Yeah, that'll work.
that'll work, right? We're just going to come up with new names for things so that we all understand it. But anyway, back to this sort of thing. And remember that you can ask questions as I'm talking. I'm just trying to make sure everybody understands exactly how this is going to work. Now, the next part was if you wish for a partner to join you in the program, I can do a bundle deal, but make sure that the person that's going to join is totally into this. Don't just go, can you come and do it with me? And, the person's like, I'm not into this. The person has to be really into it and want to do it and hanging out. And if that's the case and they know who I am and they've understood that it's not just one webinar, it's multiple webinars over a series of weeks with, certificate at the end of it, etc. So make sure that they understand that they have to go through the course as well. They have to go through the videos, through the recordings. They have to pass the quizzes and everything. So, all of that as well.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is Light Leaders Academy by BDevine. So
Right.
her name is going to be attached to this forever.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that the people that are joining are invested.
Just to let you know, the name BDevine is a registered trademark, and so is Devine Miracles. So this comes, anything with my name on it is registered trademark as well, and it has to be kept exactly the way that it was taught. So if you go differently, then you call it something else, which is what I did with quantum healing, hypnosis therapy. She said, if you want to do it in a different way, you can't call it quantum healing. I'm like, fine. Well, I've got another way of doing it, and that was okay. So, so the person has to make sure that they are also available for, the question and answer sessions, that I'm just doing those to help you. Really, I don't even have to do those, but I want to do those to help. And there we go. Divine Tribe. Hi, Abby.
Hey, Abby. Smiley face.
I know, it's like,
every time.
So, okay. So once you have paid for the program, you join the $15 Light Leaders tier on Patreon. And this is where I'll upload copies of lessons in case you miss something, right? And it includes 15% off my website and crystals, as well as a discount on the next course that I teach. I've already got a discount on this one. So the next lot of courses, you will know probably about 6 weeks in what I'm going to be doing next in semester 2.
Right.
And there may be a couple of different semester 2s, like 2 different parts.
Right.
Okay.
2A, 2B.
Right.
And those won't be $1,500 either. Those will probably be, we talked about it, closer 4 to 8, maybe, depending on what the lesson is.
Yeah.
If it's her version of QHHT, it's going to, be the higher end of
depending on the subject.
Yeah.
Matter. So something like the healing hypnosis therapy, that's going to take me a good chunk to teach you that properly. So you're supported the whole way. Oh my God! But that one, you're going to love that as well.
It is cool.
Someone asked me one time to teach them everything that I knew, and I had no idea how long that was going to take me to do. With this person, and I was just like, I'm going to have to do it in 3-month sections with this person. Sadly, this is a person that never paid for it anyway. But it really got me thinking, and this was a couple of years ago. It really got me thinking, hang on a minute, if I were to teach you everything, how do I go about that without doing it very, very quickly and costing you and costing you and costing you and costing you? So we're doing it this way. So the opening semester is your starting point to all others, okay? It's most, they will most likely, okay, so all other semesters and courses will most likely be a lot less expensive than your first one, depending on what it is, as I said. But this is a prerequisite, so you can't just go ahead and learn quantum healing hypnosis therapy without first doing semester 1, because this sets you up for everything, right? And you will see what I mean when you get there. You'll be like, oh my God. Like if you're the type of person that loves to sink your teeth into something new, or a way of thinking about something that's different, or a result that you can see is going to happen because of it, you're going to sink your teeth right into this and go, oh my God, this is awesome. Hi, Awakening, as well. Welcome. Right now, as I said to you before, the course begins on a platform called Teachable. On Teachable, you will have to have your computer, or you will have to use an app, all right? Download the app for Teachable so that you can see and read all the information as we go along. or use your laptop is the best way to do it, is what I've found as well. I have to use my laptop on it, but Teachable is one of the best known platforms that there is. I have seen some others that look really good as well, but they're not as tried and tested. So we're sticking it all on Teachable for now.
And a webcam would be good if you have a laptop or a
device when we do the Zoom calls,
because we want to do the Brady Bunch thing where we have all you guys.
We have the classroom.
So you guys all want to see each other and say hi.
Right.
They could have a ruler. Settle down, class.
I got my big pencil. What are you talking about?
I'm taking notes. It's a Sunday. What are you going to do?
So, as I said, we are going to be starting it on Teachable. That's where you will go to log in, set yourself up, log in to the course. There's hardly anything there right now because the point is that we're not starting until January the 31st. So I think the webinar that I gave is up there, and maybe just a couple of other things that are up there. See, TikTok. That's that noise. Every time I hear that noise, I'm like, and it's nothing. It's just spam. Okay. And yeah, so the course begins on the platform called Teachable. There will also be an affiliate program for you to become a part of, which will give you bonus money or discounts or maybe even both. And more about that later because I've got to settle that up. I'm IT as well as everything else.
She types code, man. She types code.
Yeah, I can.
Wow.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to. But that's when I like it. I like it when I've got a platform like this that's really easy to work with because I don't have to do all of my own.
It's a plug and play thing.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it easier.
So here's so most people will charge you per subject. Okay. It's very important to understand that. If you are learning astrology, you will learn per subject. If you are learning healing, you learn it per subject. When I was doing angel workshops, it was that subject. And it was 2 days, and it was the same amount as what I'm charging you guys all these years later for 12 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks. So it's worth it, okay? Yeah, so there we go. So we're going to do the outline a little bit. 10 to 12 weeks of work. This is not one webinar. I wanted to make sure you understood that as well. Each week we'll be working through different lessons designed to assist you in your light leadership work. You're not a light worker. You're not someone holding the light. You're learning how to spread it, how to shift it, how to change it, how to hold it, how to teach it, how to clear, how to heal.
And we need teachers too.
Those of you who are seriously
serious about it, there's a few of you that come to mind that are in this chat right now. Mm-hmm. We need teachers.
So that I can station you somewhere and say, right, you need to do this over here. Mm-hmm. And all these people want to come and learn how to do that, and you can teach it.
And as the academy grows, we may ring you up and say, hey, can you teach us semester 1, the big one?
Yeah.
And there's salary in it for you or something. We'll work all that out. But mm-hmm. as this grows, we're going to need instructors. So yeah.
And that's what my real hope is that we've got one person right now that is going in the teaching program. Mm-hmm. So well, she doesn't know it yet, but she's she's kind of going in it. So it's hard for me, though. I just want to point this out as someone who's always been the one that does all the work, right? And a practitioner, and hey, I can help you, and hey, I'm here, and hey, you need my help somehow or whatever, right? It's hard for me to say, but now I'm going to give it over to you or you or you. And here's all my work over the last 30 years. And this is how I put it all together. That is a hard thing to let go of. Okay. I just want you to know, because I've built this up and, a reputation for a really long time. And, but I know, like, I've been instructed, believe me, I've been kicked up the butt energetically by my guides and my spiritual light team. Like the community, it's time for the community. It's time for you all to blossom. in this way, and to understand the real depth of something without it being so hard to come across. Or, here's someone will say to you, oh, here's Archangel Michael, now go figure it out. I don't want to do that with you. So you're going to understand what this all is, because a lot of the time it's just plug and play with all of these. You just sign up for a course and you're on your own.
Right.
That's it. You do the course, you finish, and who cares whether you were good at it or not? I'm going to make sure you're good at it as well.
Where you get the ruler.
Yeah, you get a ruler. You get time out. Okay, so we'll be working through different lessons designed to assist you in your light leadership work. You will have your own time to complete the videos, the recordings, the PDFs on each topic, and there'll be things for you to download and print out if you want to. So I really encourage you, I will be giving you basically a skeleton of what I'm talking about. So each point will be on your piece of paper. You'll need to just print that out and keep notes. Keep your own light leadership book, because you can probably expand on this as you go. I wanted to be able to give you all this and that and the other thing, but it's been so difficult because of the shipping worldwide and what's been happening. So that'll come later, but I'll do the best that I can to, as though we were printing out a journal of how to do all of this, that you can print as you go, kind of thing. All right. You will have your own time to complete the videos on each topic, and we will have question and answer sessions to go over the material and be sure that you have an understanding of it. So usually that will be on a Sunday is what I'm going to try to aim for, okay, is a Sunday. You won't be able to skip ahead. Only after watching the videos will the next lesson come up. So once you finish one, then the next one will be there if it's ready to go, and you'll be able to do it. You will have some quizzes to complete as we move forward as well. So in over 30 years of experience, I've found the best methods for really understanding your client and essentially yourself. And these methods will set you up for success. And also you'll learn how to create success for your clients too. Even more, you'll be able to heal yourself, okay? Which is the most important part of all of this. Because, oh my God, when you start looking at things in this way and really putting it together, because if you can't do it for yourself, you're going to find it difficult for others, because, and although you don't have to be perfect to begin, nobody is, right? You still have to have these little essentials as you're going along and figure them out within yourself and go, oh my God, this worked. Now I can share, So some of our topics, and this is not all of our topics, just some of them, will include proper grounding and connecting techniques and declarations, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this. See this? Okay? See all these? They are full back and front with declarations, little drawings, little cards that I'm making, all kinds of stuff, right? I'm going to write all these out and give you that booklet. I was going to just create it as a book myself, but I'm just going to give it to you guys to use.
Yeah, we may still do a book out of that.
Probably still do a book, but you guys will have it first, okay? And it's full of declarations that, and they're written like this, and I'll write them up, I'll type them up, that you will be able to use A to Z, and you'll go, okay, what do I need? This person's crazy, so I'm going to go to C. How to clear the crazy. Right? I'm kidding. But
S for psycho.
Yeah. Right? So you will have, there's multiple little books like this that I've got sitting there. And I've also got a way in which I'm going to make my Dragon Energy deck that you guys have asked for, and also my Angels of Love deck. I've started creating those as well.
What's up, Ben?
Figured it out. Hi, Ben. So proper grounding techniques and declarations. Spiritual clearings and releasing negative energy. This is also going to include exorcising demons in a very safe way. I'm going to explain it. Buildings, land, apartments, doing the whole area, your whole street, etc. How to do this very, very well. Okay. And you will need to do this, and also work on spiritual sections of a person's life, satanic energy, getting rid of demons, getting rid of negative highly evolved masters, getting rid of codes, getting rid of things that you're repeating and patterning and imprinting. And there's a whole ton of stuff on that as well, which I will write the
Not yet awakening.
Not
yet.
Which
We'll
I will write
minute.
About it as well. So we'll put a link up in a minute for you guys to sign up. But I just wanted to get through what you're going to learn here. So the spiritual clearings and releasing negative energy are extremely powerful, and one of your go-to things to do when you're first learning and you're first working with somebody.
We use it daily. We do that step daily, several times a day.
And sometimes I do a big one. I did a big one this morning, and stuff happens when you do it, and I'll explain all that as well. So we'll go over energy plays and the different types of energy, positive, negative. This is huge. I may have to make a few different videos so that you'll understand the energy plays. Once you understand those, you go, that's what's been wrong with me. You may think like, that's what's been happening. Oh my God. And you can clear it. We will do body language and supportive language as well. Hi, Jules.
Hey, Jules.
We will do the study of faces, which is called physiognomy. And in this, we'll also do, I'll give you a free ebook with this, because it'll teach you how to heal using your face as well. So I've got so much information here, it's not even funny.
She uses all of it with every
client.
I
use all of it.
Every client, with me especially.
With him. He's like, I'm always
What's wrong with me today, honey? Too much coffee, man.
Oh my God. Plus you're gonna laugh, okay? This is not all serious. Types of personalities as well. Personality disorders, mood disorder. Now, obviously, I am not a 4-year student of psychology. I do not in the traditional sense. I did study some, and I do have like little diplomas and awards and certificates and
books.
And books.
They're heavy when we move. Just saying. No wonder I got back problems.
And all kinds of things like that. So I'm not professing to go through all of psychology, but I'm going to go through a lot. And there'll probably be little extra things that you can do as advanced courses as well on PTSD, especially. The complexities of PTSD, you will be surprised. Probably all of you have it, okay? You'll be surprised when I start talking about this as well. Quick healing practices. I'll teach you some things to very quickly help your client or help yourself, and use them whenever you need to. You don't need to know all these elaborate long things. That'll be in separate courses, right? Spiritual therapy, gaining more intuitive energy through the spiritual therapies that you're talking on the phone with your client or whatever you're doing. How to hear actively. My husband tells me I'm a great active listener.
It really is. You guys know that, though.
Yeah. So, you will learn how to do that, where you just want to say, but it's this is what you've got to do. And you can't say that because they're still figuring it out. There's all this sort of thing too.
And it's all there in how they reply. So what's going on?
Putting together a healing spiritual plan for yourself. You'll have to do it for yourself first, and which means you'll have to pick yourself apart a little bit. And then you're going, okay, if this is what I would do really thoroughly on myself, then I know that when I'm doing it for my client, it's going to be even more thorough, because there's things that you can see as an observer that another person can't see as the person that's having the problem, right? So the objectives of this will be so much more as we're moving through the course that I will add in there. You'll feel confident in your own journey. You will be able to accurately assess your client's needs or your own needs. You'll be able to set up your own spiritual practice using all of the methods for success. If you do all of the things that I'm telling you, then everyone will be coming back, and telling people about you. It's like you you really want to be able to help someone through their journey, and then off they go. And so if you know that you've done that, they're just coming back once a year for a, I don't know, 12-month forecast or energy reset or something like that, you've done your job. If they keep coming back to you, then it's not the right person, or you're not the right person, right? You're missing something. So you will feel confident in your own journey, be able to accurately assess your client's needs, set up your spiritual practice using all of these methods, okay? Safely take yourself and clients through spiritual clearings. You're going to have to be very, very, very powerful in how you do that. I will teach you, okay? Understanding the spiritual etiquette as well. Okay, you've got to be really careful who you are connecting with and what you are saying to them, all right? And we'll go through that, because some people are going to say, well, is he cheating on me? Is he is he got a baby to somebody? I mean, it's those questions and things like that. Hopefully you're not going to get them as much, because people are going through their changes as well. But I will teach you all of that as well. Understanding healing energy and the types of blockages, where they're located, how to get rid of them, how to fix it all, okay? The way in which I see an energy field, I'm going to teach you how I see it. And once you see it how I see it, you can't unsee it. Okay? You'll see what I mean. You'll go, oh my God. So even when I'm looking outside, all I see is speckles of energy absolutely everywhere when I'm looking outside. I can't just look at the sky normally like everybody else. It's just, anyway. Yeah. Understanding spiritual clearings, etc. So the spiritual clearings I had to put in there a couple of times, because it's going to be a big subject, and we'll probably take a big section of doing the clearings, because they're going to be the most important thing. Sometimes once your client has that clearing, it's all they need. They're right. It's like 95% of person's problems in all of their levels. So if you can learn to do that, you are really going to be on track. Setting up healing plans and how important it is, learning when to say no and how this is going to save you. Oh, God. You're learning from my mistakes as well through all of this. I'm teaching you stuff that you don't have to make mistakes and, go get into, an issue with someone or whatever it is, because you don't know how to say no, because you want to be able to help everybody, because you want to fix it all. And you're going to have to toughen up in this whole thing as well. I will be teaching you some basics of, as I said, reading energy and some basics of healing energy, basics of psychic energy and all that sort of thing. But the more specialized classes will have all those in it. In other words, channeling, if you want to learn that, if you want to learn the tarot, if you want to learn hypnosis therapy, if you want to learn deeper methods of healing, my Egyptian method of healing, my shamanic healing methods, there's just so many different things that goes on and on and on, that you will understand where you want to specialize and what tools you might need to do so as we go through. So you just need your computer, a tablet, crystals if you want them, and an awesome attitude. I had to put that in there because, no point coming grumpy. Gonna soon fix that.
That's right.
As well. So as we move through each of these lessons, you will be able to ask questions. There will be extra things for you to focus on and listen to. Everyone is different, and therefore you'll have to be sure you're doing things you're taught and practicing those things as well, to get really good at it so it becomes second nature. How about healing family members' OCD when they don't want to change? Yeah. Well, the thing of it is that a person's decision to try something, is what's needed. If they don't want to change the OCD, that you can't do anything per se until they say, you know what, I want to fix this. And then you're going to have all the tools that you need to fix it, especially OCD, because that comes under, it's coming under something that you're repeating because of a fear. So it's like, I've got to do this pattern to keep me on track, right? So they've learned to adjust a behavior issue or a mechanism of defense by continually doing something. So it's kind of like ADHD or whatever as well. And it goes deeper than that though. So something started it, and that's what you've got to figure out. And this is what I'm going to be teaching you in here. is how to get all of that information out of a person as well. But also to see some people don't want to, they just want you to fix something, but they don't want to go through the work, or they don't think that there's a problem, so they don't want to fix it, or they feel like they're never going to get out of it, so they're taking all this medication and all that sort of stuff as well. And doing something spiritual may seem strange or bizarre to them, but if you can actively, put the work through your own life, and they see you going through all these changes, shifting and growing and changing everything about your life, they're more than likely going to see that, because they can see a result. But if you're just trying to tell someone how to do something and there's no result on your end, it may be harder. But this will set you up to do that as well. Again, there's a lot of things about mental health and spirituality that are the same symptoms. Okay, so if someone gives you permission and they don't really want to be there or be a part of it, if they give you permission, you can actually do a clearing on the person.
Yeah, that'll make a difference.
And that'll make a huge difference in itself as well. Full
healing works better, though, when it's a symbiotic relationship between the healer and the
it's got to be, really.
And the client has to want it.
Yeah.
That's really the key. But like Becky said, if they say, yeah, I'm open to it, go ahead, send me some juju, you can definitely do a clearing, which would help.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Rashmi. Yeah.
Hi, Rashmi.
So, again, all of these things and complexities would be taught to you as well. So, it'll become second nature. Okay. So my husband is just like, I know that I'm a walking book sometimes, and I've got it right there, but I want to try to, and that's because I've been doing it for so long. Repetition, eventually it becomes second nature.
Thanks,
right?
G.
Yeah, thanks. You smell?
It's not me.
It's a little something funky.
It's you. Dogs are out.
I
So it's
didn't.
not the dogs either.
I'm just like, what is that?
Corey's awake.
Therefore, okay. So the techniques that I'm showing you are not steps that you can skip. They will be vital as you move into other further study topics. These are going to be your prerequisite for anything and everything that you do, in this journey. It has to have been you.
It wasn't. G knows it wasn't me.
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't hear nothing.
I'll admit mine. So,
man, we were 12 years old. Well, maybe 11.
Although this is a basic outline, what I'm showing you here, okay, because it's pointless for me to go on, this is what we're going to be learning on this week and this week and this week and this week, because I simply don't know until I get the class in there and I see where you're all at. That's going to determine what I'm doing. I've got a basic outline in my head. I've got a basic outline here. That doesn't mean you're going to learn exactly in order as I've put it down. It could just be, a whole lot of stuff.
It's going to be a lot, though.
Yeah, but it is going to be a lot, and you're going to have to get ready for that, where you'll have to spend an evening, a couple of nights a week, and just go through the lessons, And I'm guessing that you want to learn this, then that's what you're prepared to do anyway, right?
Take notes.
Take notes. I don't want to give you too much, but I don't want to give you too little. So we're working through it. Okay, so although this is basic, as I said, there'll be explanations, there'll be further lessons required to support you. Okay, these lessons are just things that I'll think of, and they're going to support you. Frequently asked questions and things like that will all be in there. What I did in this situation or that situation, or here comes a client and they've got this problem going on. How do you deal with it? What if their friend wants to get involved? What if their husband doesn't like it? And, there's all this kind of stuff, right?
And you guys have your own forum. And we were talking about this morning. I said, y'all are going to be your best resource. We'll be there in and out, obviously once a week. And she's going to be putting up tons of videos. But you guys can be able to go back and forth. Hey, I worked with this person and they, I kind of felt this way. Well, someone, another classmate may have a different approach to it. So we'll have that set up for you guys.
Yep, as well. Most of all, remember this is a new life and it's a new way of doing things. which is very much needed as we move ahead. We can't do the same old ways. We can't do the same old, come and sit down and I'll pull some cards out for you. That's a bonus. You know, if you want to mess around with cards and all that sort of stuff, obviously I've done that for such a long, long time. Well,
oh, thanks, Awakening.
thank you so much. That's
What a
very
fox.
sweet.
It's cool. It's a pilot.
Yeah. So, you know, you'll be learning more in detail about cards in another section. Okay. But it's more than that now. You know, I noticed on TikTok, there are people on there and they're giving you a load of crap. You know, people on YouTube, load of crap. I don't know anybody that does anything like I do. And it's, again, not tooting my own horn. I'm glad. I don't want everyone to be doing the same thing.
Right.
But, you know, it needs to be such difference. Yes, we will touch on
Sure.
crystal healing as well. That will also be important because you'll be able to recommend things for people.
We're both holding them right now.
Yeah.
That's how we are.
Yeah, I've got my my Numite. You know, you guys know about these by now. And you have my clear quartz.
My clear quartzite.
Yep. As we go along, and I will be able to send little kits out for you guys. I'm actually making you some wands as well. I've actually finished my wands, so I'll
Sweet.
see if I can.
Yeah, don't forget we have a crystal store, so you guys are gonna get some sweet stuff too with this.
So
check this thing out.
Kind of finish this one. I've got a little bit to do on this end, but yeah, it's covered in crystals. Little Lemurian at the top.
There, man.
It's got a Lemurian on this end as well. But I wanted to make all of the practitioners their own wand. The other night, the roof nearly got lifted off this house, and I was doing a shamanic
don't
healing.
point that thing at me.
Yeah, it's like pointing a bone.
Or a gun.
Yep. So I'll just figure out something and I'll make something for you, because it's nice for your teacher to gift you something, you know, to have a gift, right? Now this one I just was binding away and I'm like, wow, I'm really getting rid of some energy here. So you need to learn how to work with tools, and you'll understand how to work with someone's energy, like their aura and the energy around them, and how your crystals will help to remove certain things, do kind of like instruments, you know.
And she pulled some stuff out of my foot the other day with that wand.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what are you doing?
Because as you're working with the wand, when you're like, you just think it's just a piece of wood or whatever and got some crystals stuck to it, right? But as you're working on someone, suddenly you'll start doing something really strange. And I didn't know what it was, but he was like, oh, he, like his feet were like, you know, adjusting.
Twitching.
And twisting and stuff.
Involuntarily.
Yeah. And when we ended up pulling out a whole lot of smog, you know.
I had a big dragon in my foot. Smog came out.
Yeah. So, again, like I said, this is a new life, a new way of doing things. The old way of psychic fortune telling is finished. It's done. Although we're going to learn some of that stuff. Okay. But this is how I started. I started as reading palms, doing cartomancy, working with Lenormand cards, the old fashioned way. I even have a big book on fortune telling that I will get you guys to get as well, because in that it's got a lot of stuff in it too. Everything else is a bonus. Fantastic.
Nice
Thank you so much.
You
So everything is a new way of life, a new way of doing things. I'm going to teach you some tricks. People are going to be in deep need of therapy and understanding. If I'm to understand things correctly from what my spirit guides have told me, etc., and what source has said, and the big instructions that I've been getting, is to get people planted, grounded, and ready, because when people finally figure all of this nonsense out, and it's starting to come out in dribs and drabs now, but over the next 2 years, okay, as it starts to come out, as children are being released, you know, as people are coming forth, being held captive, whatever's happened to them, we're going to not only need to have wellness centers ready to go, places ready to go, retreats ready to go, land, you know, that we might need. This is what we want to be. to have places available. So if children need to hurry up and get somewhere, that they can. We're going to need all of this. And you can't just sit there being a fortune teller with a child. So, there's going to also be training in here that can be worked with on all levels, even if it's kids. And I was thinking about it earlier. There could be a little course for your young little light leaders that want to come forward themselves, like little children,
Absolutely.
Children, teenagers who want to be, who want to learn this. Been thinking about creating a section just for them. And they'll have their little certificate at the end and help their friends. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute to think about it.
The kids are
yes.
Kids are definitely coming in more attuned than ever.
Yeah.
And more DNA. They've got more strings of DNA, these kids that are being born now. So
that's it.
They're coming in to just finish off what we're getting going.
And as Dolores says, there'll be animal communication in there as well.
Absolutely.
We'll teach you that. Normally what you're going to find is younger ones are going to be interested in helping the animals as well a lot. They're going to be connected to them. They're in the frequency, the animal frequency as well. So I may create a little section for children to come forward as well, which would be awesome. And so this particular level 1, semester 1, as I said, it's a huge thing. You're going to be successful if your heart is in the right place. And this particular course is the prerequisite for anything else that you do. Have to always start with semester 1. And I would like you guys to start when we start on the 31st of January. Again, you may want to come in February. You may want to come in March, but I can't guarantee I'm going to keep the prices the same as they are right now because, this was a special deal for those of you who were at the webinar, etc. as well. Oh, wow.
Oh, sweet.
That's lovely.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Infant middle school. That's so cute.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. I love it. So I will put the link. I'm just going to put the link real quickly here.
I was going to say, shoot it to me too. I need it.
Wait a minute. Let me see. I've just got to figure out where I go to get it. Hang on 1 second. There it is. So we're just going to view it here. There it is.
Grab it. Control C.
Yep. Nope.
Control P.
Hope I haven't lost everybody.
Is this thing on?
We will do Desiree, we will there's so many things that we will be doing. It's not even funny. But animal healing and communication will be brushed over. It's not going to be my main focus though for semester 1. It won't be my main focus, but you'll be able to do some stuff by the time you're finished, as well. So I'm just going to put the link here to the academy. There's a few different options. There's an option to start semester 1 and just do semester 1. There's an option to do semester 1 with me, meaning that I'm coaching you once a week. We're doing phone calls separately from the class.
Right.
And there's a price for an amount that covers anything and everything that I do. So no matter how long that takes me to get it all out, you've always got an enrollment.
That could be the next 3 years worth of
yeah. So I've got that as well. And there's 3 different levels, I guess you could say. And soon I'll be able to have the affiliate links for you all as well. So if you want someone else to join up or you want to suggest it, then you'll actually get some compensation for that as well. So I'm trying to figure all that out right now.
Yeah, you'll earn a commission.
Yeah, you basically get a commission.
Someone signs up.
How awesome, right?
Pretty
You
cool.
could just have it on your little website. I may also just go over a little bit about websites, social media, and all of that for you as well. It's different now because when I started, it was 2009, and everything was a website. I started with a big old-fashioned website, and I was using an old coding program, and oh my god, and what was it called? Mozilla. I was using Mozilla program. Do you remember that?
Mozilla Firefox.
Yeah. And there was a program for that. And then I went into Dreamweaver. So I've been with Dreamweaver for the rest of the time. But again, then I've just gone into ones where they're sort of made for you. So I started
It's much easier these days.
Much easier, basically.
To start your own business.
As well. So I'm just going to put the link to the academy, and I will. Hang on, what is this? That's not it. That is not it. It was doing a YouTube link. So you saw me control copy.
Copied it.
There it is. See? All right. So I'll put them there. And so, like I said, you have 3 different options if you want to. Okay. If you're having trouble with something, let me know. You can make a deposit. They're non-refundable though. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. You got to think about that before you start. I doubt you're not going to like it, but
it's gonna be great.
As well. So basically, I know we've asked a few questions here.
You guys have any more questions?
Yeah, animal healing. We're going to touch on it, and communication. We're going to look at different things that are going to help you on every level. Crystal work as well. We're going to touch over it. There's going to be booklets and things that you'll be able to download as well as we're going through. There'll be booklets and things that you'll be able to read on your own time. They won't be part of they'll just be bonuses. And there's also 2 extra healing modalities that I've already had set up on Teachable that I'm going to bundle in. So you'll have those to be able to work with. One is Aymara Reiki, and the other one is Attraction Reiki. Okay. I have plenty of those types of courses that I will eventually be able to bundle in. So even if you've already finished semester 1, you'll still receive the bundles as it goes along. See how awesome that is.
Add to it.
So it will be added to as we go forward as well. So basically for me, my biggest fun is, teaching all of you. And I couldn't continue to do it in the way that I was doing it. It has to be more concentrated so I can get everything out that I want to say, and that's what these are going to be about. You'll also have to download Zoom, which is free, because we will do Zoom, and I'll send you all links. We will do Zoom calls in like a classroom setting as we're going along as well. And that way I can upload to the program. I can upload I'll record it, and I'll upload our sessions so that other people later on, there's a bonus for them. They can see all the frequently asked questions and what we did on our question and answer day, etc. And that'll all be uploaded there. So that's a good thing about Zoom, is that I can record it. You've seen the videos that I do with the backgrounds and that's all through just recording it on Zoom and then uploading it to YouTube, which is awesome. So
our classrooms will be fun with everybody with their cameras.
Yeah, it'll be funny, and it'll be a little bit of getting used to it first, and you don't have to have your camera on either.
Right.
You can just listen.
I mean, be in your pajamas. That's kind
yeah,
of
you can be in your pajamas, and that's the point of this whole thing, is that I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy, okay? Because that would be ridiculous for me to tell you that. This has been a lot of work for me over the last 30 years of my life. And of course, I had a lot of drama in between all of that too, right? And the last 12 years developing it all online, and all the mistakes, and all the way to do it and way not to do it, and how some people had a lot of money and I never did. So I couldn't afford to do all these mass marketing and mass, so I learned how to do everything on a budget, like to do all of the proper SEO on your website, and all of the keywords, all of the meta tags, which you've got to go into behind the scenes of each web page and create meta tags that are going to come up as a keyword in Google, so you didn't have to pay for Google ads. I mean, I would spend
I watched her do it when she was updating her old website every month. She'd be like, oh God, I got to update the website today. Okay, man, I'll see you in about 7 hours.
So I stopped doing it that way. I know.
Poor thing. God. Here's Teachable. Pop it in.
Yeah.
Create
So
the work, and that's it.
as much as I'm just not, I'm a self-taught everything.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is self-taught with me, so I would not know how to teach you that.
Becky's very meticulous. I'm sure you guys realize that by now. And I want to go ahead and say on record too, you guys know how hard this girl works. I don't think you really know how hard this girl works. She's been working with a client now for about 2 weeks, working on healing and, client physician, we'll call her at this point. That's all confidential. She doesn't even share that with me. I don't know who she's working with. But every morning she gets up, gets her coffee, and is researching medical stuff for this person who's kind of unwell, right? So she's trying to help them out. They can't afford to do the healing.
It's actually more than one person, but yeah.
And I've watched her the last 2 weeks put about 60, 70, 80 hours into this, and this is who she is. She just wants to help people because she's been there.
Yeah. Oh God.
I've been there. Mm-hmm. She helped me with the stuff with my dad, and I didn't really have enough money to really pay her anything, so I did the Patreon thing, when that came out and all that. But she works really hard, and this is the next step for her. It has to be. And with what we know from our guides and what we see happening, the world's going to need you guys real quick.
Yeah. And I know you've all got it in you. It's just a matter of pulling it out.
And I want to also point out the healing you're going to get from these practices is well worth the price of admission on its own. Not only, being able to start your business and have an income, maybe change your life. Maybe you hate your job and you want to do something. Maybe look at doing something with this and creating your own business. But just the healing you're going to get alone, the knowledge you're going to get alone, you'll use it every day for yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's worth more than gold at that point.
Yeah, so, exactly. Hey, yeah. Eva. I didn't see Eva sneak in.
Hey, Eva.
I can only imagine so much hard work goes into. Yeah. So the good thing that you have is a guide to go by. You'll have it all there in front of you, which is going to be awesome.
And it will be better, I'll say, if you guys can jump in and get on this first round of semester 1 with us as we're doing this, because you will get that extra little touch, the extra questions answered. I mean, the course is going to be up there indefinitely. It's a university we're creating. It's not a one-time shot thing. But if you can manage to be there with us for this first round, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We're both very excited about this. So we're excited for everyone who's signed up already too.
Yep. For sure. There was actually some people I just wouldn't have even thought of. They weren't the first people that sort of came. So that was interesting as well. Yeah. But, the thing is that in order to expand something in your life, sometimes you've got to take a chance on something and decide something for yourself, and then everything falls into place, And it's like we live in Colorado. We moved here. We got away from Texas. I came up here. It was like freedom. But unfortunately, the energy of where we live is very toxic around us, right? So as much as we keep our high vibe and we've got a great, spot here and we don't really care, it's still there. You can feel it. And if we want to be able to expand into a place where there's on-board training, where, some of you might be like, okay, I want to teach this. I want to go to the next level. And you're going to have to come and hang out and, do on-board training, retreats and things like this where we can hang out. There's got to be a place for that to happen. At the moment, I don't want to bring anybody here. No offense, but I don't want to bring anyone into this space. I want a space dedicated to that kind of thing. And, our own home privately out of the way. Do you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't keep doing what I'm doing, staying here in this environment and then say, oh, yeah, well, it's just going to happen. It's like I had to go out of my comfort zone and say, well, I'm just going to teach everybody everything. And I'm going to start doing it and go out of that comfort zone and trust that everything will work out from there. We need to move from here. We were supposed to move last year. My dad became unwell. Right on June, we were going to move in August, and there's my dad coming in the middle of it. And it's like, well, in order to make it simpler for him, we're like, okay, we'll just have to stay for another year and figure it out. And unfortunately, he died, before that even came to pass.
It's a nice house. We have a big 6-bedroom house for, front yard, backyard, garage, all that. But it's just The people around us, we're in the city of Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
We just need to be out. We got to do it.
We got to be in nature.
And to be able to have you guys come, for the bigger sessions and the bigger teaching.
I want to be able to
seminars.
do conferences and, let's meet up, somewhere.
We need to buy like a summer camp.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
lake. I'd love to be able to buy a camp or something. And again, not having any sort of background in the United States, right? So I'm establishing all of that as I go along, like having, how they say here that you've got to have this credit and you've got to have this and you got to. To me, I already had all that going in Australia. Got it all, I've got all business accounts and everything in Australia. It doesn't do anything here. It doesn't mean anything, in other words, right? It doesn't matter how much I've had before or what I've done, what assets I have or whatever. I've had to restart everything in the United States. And here we are. And people are going to need therapy. They're going to need someone to talk to. They're going to need work to be done and understand what's happened to them, especially if they're coming out of, such bad situations that we're hearing about as well, already. And, there's going to be a real need for people to go, right, I've got this and you've got that and we'll do this and, we'll get that happening and Becky will do some kind of conference
right
and, we're right there with you, helping you through.
A true divine tribe. That's what this is turning into.
Yeah.
So you guys saw that coming probably.
And then, probably what's going to happen is that the monetary system is going to change over the next couple of years. I can't see it just changing like that. And all of a sudden we've got, I know they tried to wipe it out last year. Remember, we couldn't get any change anywhere. Yeah, they were saying there's no coins or there's no, whatever. But there was, but there wasn't. So
the big show,
it may go to all just digital currency, which means we're all using cards, and then it will go to something else later on down the track. But I mean, those things take time. But if it eventually turns out where there is no money systems and we're all bartering with each other, perfect. You've all got something to barter. You've all got something to give and to do, and it really means a lot to be able to share such knowledge here, angelic knowledge, all of the channelings and things like that will come later on down the track. There are things that I'm going to have to divide up because there's so much in that one section that I'll have to divide it up. But you're basically going to touch on what you really need to know in this semester, and probably more than you're thinking as well, and more than you thought that you would learn in this first semester, and then onward we go from there as well.
Yeah. And this, like she said, it hasn't been easy for her to make this decision, although she's always known it was the next step. Let's be honest. It's
just not being able to work as closely with people.
Right.
I was really priding myself on the work that I do with people individually, the readings that I give, the way that it's given. The way that I changed spiritual things into doing something for yourself. Divine Miracles was set up to create one for yourself. That was my little mantra, is creating this miracle for yourself in your life, and understanding that you can do this. And if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? And understanding that on such a deep level and saying to myself, okay, you're not doing those kinds of readings anymore, or you're not doing those kinds of daily healings and freebies and all the things that I've been doing all over the years, to stop that and to focus on you guys being the ones that do it was like I was crying, like that's my baby.
Last week on your video, you got very emotional.
I did.
Because, yes, in a way, Becky's going away.
Yeah.
You guys need to realize that too. She's not going to be putting up as much content as she has been able to, because her focus is so deep into this, and it's important. It's very important right now, and more important as we continue to move forward. But that's up to her. She may pop in and do a video or pop on TikTok and give out some free readings. She probably will. Let's be honest. But she's generally touched emotionally because she feels like she's leaving you guys or leaving some of you. She wants a lot of you to come with and, learn this and do the courses and become your own spiritual leader, your light leader. But it's been hard for her. It has been hard for her. But she's not totally leaving. So let's be real about it.
Yeah. I get a wild hair, and I'm right there making a video. You know that.
Oh yeah.
And,
our auctions will slow down too because we're both going to be busy with this. So you may see us do the crystal auctions a couple times a month. Yeah, there you go.
There you
Karen.
go. Thanks, Karen.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
And we want to have healing centers, with you guys who really stand out and want to take that, take it on and take that responsibility. We need you guys placed across this planet, and you all are right now. It's perfect. We have the right group of people.
We got people everywhere.
Her email is just full of people excited about this and what can I do? And, like we said in the beginning, we're willing to work with you on the price thing. If it's a credit issue and you can't get approved through these apps, we understand that. But we need you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The world needs you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Collective we, not we.
No. This is bigger than any
one
of us.
We do need you, but yeah, so it's important.
To teach is to learn,
Mm-hmm.
I've said that from the beginning. It's like the more that I explain something to someone, the more that I learn about something. And you guys are going to see, like, you're going to start teaching someone or working with someone, and you're going to go, oh my God, I actually know a lot about this. I didn't realize it until I started talking about it, that I actually know a lot about it. You're gonna freak out.
You will achieve full trust.
Mm-hmm.
You will achieve it, and the universe is the limit, not even the sky at that point. Once you can connect. So
yeah, that's right. So many things in here.
Been here about an hour and a half. I want to wrap it up here pretty soon.
Yeah. So please, this is your opportunity. To ask any questions that you want. Again, I can't tell you exactly what we're going to do one lesson to the next right now, because I may decide to do 1,000 things. I may decide to just do 3 parts of that thing, as well. You wanted to do this for a year. This is your opportunity. The whole reason I started to watch you was to learn and teach. There you go, Desiree.
Yeah, Desiree.
Well, we've got a place there where Desiree is. I don't want to put it on there in case she doesn't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to give up her location.
But wherever your location is, if you can envision that being a hub of light, right? And, it's spreading out to the next person and the next one and the next one. And it was like a network, a community. And the actual, in the actual old ancient teachings, Chinese and teachings and all this, they taught about the 7 sisters, helping you to be to come together as a community and spread love and light, right? And it was like the Pleiades. That's what we know as it now. And they were called the 7 sisters in ancient Chinese mythology. And it was funny because that sort of message came to me. Remember the community. Remember that you've got help. Remember that you're protected. You don't have to do all this by yourself. And all of you will feel that way as well. That you will be supported in your energy, and also have support for you as you're beginning to be the teacher or starting a program or whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, it's too bad about New Mexico, Desiree. I've been through there on tour several times, and I have the Native American connection with my family, and it's been corrupted in New Mexico. There is still positive energy in that state. It's a very high energy center for the planet.
Awakening.
But all the underground stuff that the military and whoever else is up to. But you can change that. We will be changing that. It's all going away.
Maybe that's what's happening. Is it's more like, instead of just being light workers, as I said, you have all these leadership, houses, lighthouses, and the light's on and everyone can see it, and they're coming from miles away to connect in with the proper academy energy that we've developed here. These are this is like miracle energy. This is the correct energy that should have always been. It's like we're bringing back what we already know.
Back to literal basics.
Or she's
and that's
in
where the power lies. And yes, Awakening, it starts on the 31st. So if you could sign up if you'd like before that, you'll be in on the first course.
Yep.
The first group. Class number 1.
And what happens is that when you sign up, then your little, I don't see your email, but an email little button will come up, and I'll be able to message everybody, because a couple of days before we start, I want to do a Zoom with you all.
Yeah, we're going to have a run through, a practice run on the Zoom. Make sure
we're going to practice the Zoom and work out it's working. Yeah, that ley line there as well.
That's right, Desiree.
everybody's where they're supposed to be at this moment. And it doesn't mean that you won't expand, change, grow, shift, do all kinds of things as you get all this knowledge. And basically you're just remembering it. This is, if you know who I am as a soul, then you know that I've been here since the beginning of time. Atlantean energy, Egyptian energy. I've walked through it all with you guys, and in different roles, all of us, and here I am trying to bring it back again. But it's more than I'm trying to awaken what you already know. That's what I'm trying to do with you guys. And once you understand that it's just your own memory that you're triggering, oh my God, then it becomes even more easier to flow because you've accepted it as something that you already know. Yeah. And I found that was very, very important. In other courses, we will do galactic work and more of that too. But for now, we're going to get everything ready so that if you were to leave after this course and you were to leave to go off on your own, that you could do it.
Right. Your foundation is solid at the end of this one.
Right.
That's why it's a prerequisite. You have your toolbox, you're ready to rock. So.
Yeah, you're basically ready to go after this, and anything else, like I said, is a bonus.
I agree, Desiree. That's very true.
We're very all true. Here together. That's for sure.
Any more questions, guys? I like Crown Royal, long walks on the beach. We like to rock. You guys saw any of those videos that I put up? We'll have to record some better ones.
Yeah, we
can do better than that. That was Christmas and we were having a little bit of fun. No, was having a little bit of fun. The one with Cisco howling was great. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I don't think they did.
No, I need to probably make that public. It's worth a laugh or two. The dogs are trying to get in the door right now. Mom, Dad,
good. Where are you
down there? Both of you are gone. Stop scratching on the door.
But that's okay. But tomorrow, I will be doing the full moon talk. It'll probably just be a premiere thing, and I'll probably go on and on and on and on.
Thanks for being there for those premiere things, guys. Those are always fun for us. Typically, Becky comes up and then she's in the kitchen making something to eat, so she's like in and out, and I'm in and out. So
just premieres really quickly.
We're sort of there and sort of not.
I can never tell when it's going to premiere, when it's going to come out, because it depends on the traffic of the day, and that's serious. It's like sometimes I'll put it up and it's there, and it's like, oh, it's starting, and you can hear the music starting. And sometimes it's like, it's still not happening. It's still not up. It's still not up. Oh, well, go make dinner. And then when I start making dinner, and then it's up, and I'm like, ah! Yeah. But we will go over all kinds of things. I've got all my Pluto books here as well. I want to go over the energy of Pluto, George Washington, all of that once again, and just recap that coming up in the near future. They're okay.
Just bringing down the door.
Yeah, it's okay. Hippie, thanks for letting me witness your trend last 8 years. Oh, that's lovely.
More,
thank you.
Couldn't agree more.
Thank you very much.
Time.
Big transformation. In so many ways, because even in the beginning, I was a lot more confident than I let on. It was just that there was the way that I wanted to say things or do things or whatever was different back then, because it was matching where I was back then. Now I feel I could just say whatever the hell I want to say,
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of, without getting videos taken down. But yeah, just there's so much. There's just so much. I just can't even get it into my head to explain it all to you.
We'd be here for another 3 hours if
I tried to touch on everything, coming. But it's coming. But I would just want to thank you all, and thank you to my husband and G Mason always being here, Desiree, everybody that always comes
G Mason the place. Thanks, G.
Again, as I said,
the boot all day.
Yeah, all day he's kicking people out. We will eventually be able to move into the right sections where we're supposed to be, right?
We're moving to Argentina, so that's where we're going. Tierra del Fuego. That's where we're going. Horses and papayas.
Yep, and
just kidding.
Well, we'll just be wherever we're supposed to be.
You shouldn't have me on camera. I'm just a goof.
Oh, good. But what I was going to say is that each of us are going to move to where we're supposed to be. Like it doesn't matter where that is. It might be Michigan for us. It might be
or just in a spiritual sense.
just in a spiritual sense. You'll figure out where you're supposed to go. The difference that will happen to you is that you're going to feel confident in doing it. That you're not going to let anyone stop you, not even yourself, right?
That's right.
And that's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
For all of you. And here I am. I've lived in the UK. I've lived in Australia. I'm living here now, and look at all what's happening. Again, if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? And I will help you every step of the way, okay? So the links are there, and you know where everything is. If you have questions about anything else,
I'll put the email up real quick.
Yep, let us know.
DevineMiracles@gmail.com.
Yep. And away we go into this next chapter, okay? And again, as I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will do about the full moon. Remember, it is the full moon and it's in Cancer, so you could be feeling really grumpy. You could be feeling really stressed. You could just get really annoyed about something. Cisco.
He's out there talking.
Yay! Well, you're going to end up far, G. I know that. Okay.
Gee, we may be moving to Michigan, brother.
We won't be far away from you.
We may be moving to Michigan.
We may move to Michigan.
Found some really nice properties up there, so we won't be that far from you, brother. You always got a place with us too, man.
Yep. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse, okay? You're very welcome, Eva, and thank you so much for all of you dropping in today and catching up with us. I'm now going to go and make some supper. It's always about food, isn't it, around here?
It seems to be.
What are we going to eat? You're very welcome. Thank you, Desiree.
Thanks, Des.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And cool. Lots of love. Many blessings.
Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.
Take it easy.
Any questions, let us know.
All right. And we'll see you there on the 31st. We're nearly there.
31st it starts.
Okay.
Go team. We don't have a mascot yet, but we're going to come up with one.
It'll be the Huskies.
It'll be Archangel Michael.
Thanks, Ben.
See ya.
All right. All right, everybody. See you later. Thanks so much. Have a great Sunday. Thank you.